we'll start back with the resin. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Alright, 10 pumps was about 2 ounces. Okay, so I'm going to put my respirator on now before I get into the powders. I think that's the smart play. Alright guys, I did do a little more looking up. If you're in an open environment, the respirator really isn't needed for the epoxy. So I'm not smelling it at all. I've got both doors open and a fan on, so I think I'm okay. So that worked out a whole lot better, and I like that consistency. Of course, I've not done it yet, so we'll see, but I'm going to go ahead and roll with that. Something else that I learned watching these videos, and that is that I may be starting off with the epoxy to make thickened epoxy when I really could save a lot of money by using the PE. So that was kind of a question that I had, is the videos I had seen to this point all seemed to indicate epoxy was the best to use for peanut butter, but I saw something in Boatworks today video that where he said, you know, they're both strong. Epoxy might be a little stronger, but at 3 times the price, you make the call. So I'll have to do this again, learning how to make polyester peanut butter. I guess there's some differences. Got to be an easier way to get this stuff in. Have to think about that. Alright, that's enough. Alright. So. This is the corner with the hole. And I'll chase everything into that corner. Now, one of the videos I saw, the guy actually took a bakery nozzle and rubber banded it on, did something. We'll see if I think that's necessary. Right now we're going to start with the hole. Okay, what shall we do first? Let's do this big fillet. And I'm going to just squeeze and move. Comes out pretty nice. I can feel it starting to get warm, although I wouldn't say it's hot yet. Well, that worked out real good. Real good. So, I'm thinking that might be the right radius. I got way too much material. Rookie mistake. Let's see. Maybe I like this radius better. Go this way. Yeah, I think I like that. It's a little bit bigger of a radius. Okay. Yike it. Alright, how to show you this. Just got my finger in it. I'm imagining that it's a whole lot easier to work at this stage than to sand off later, so I'm trying to get everything as smooth as I can. Alright, that's good. Alright, I'm going to try not to waste any material. Now what I'm doing is I've got a flat spot on these gussets, and anything like that will cause a problem with the fiberglass. So I want to eliminate any area like that. And it's definitely getting warm now. So I better speed up. One thing about this fiberglass as it cures is the more you have together, the faster it's going to go off. In other words, if you get it out of the bag, out of the mass, then it will take longer to set up. So if you get it out of the bag or the mixing pot, whatever the case is. Boy, I'm making a mess out of this one. I'm losing all my stuff. It'll give you longer to work. That's a mess. Let's see if we can make something better out of that. Consistency wise, I think I got it. This really is working nice. I'm using a little smaller radius tool here. Seems to be about the right size. There's a reason I'm doing this on something that doesn't matter to begin with. So I'm sure there'll be about a dozen things that I won't want to do again. Okay. Let's see if I've still got enough time. I know you can't see this, but I'm working fast. I'll spin it around here in a second. I don't think I have much time left. I'd rather not mix up another batch of this if I don't have to. I'm just kind of putting it in the crack with the popsicle stick and spreading it out as best I can. And let's see, there was, oh, there's what I just did. I'm sorry, there's what I just did. And there was a crack right there. Let's see if we can fill that in. It's setting up even more now. It's still workable, but you can tell it's not going to be very much longer. Alright, let me just look around, make sure that I'm not missing anything. Little spots here and there. And I'll do some cleanup. Not that I'm going to sand this thing fully, but some of it will get sanded, and I'll learn how to do the fairing. I'm just cleaning up, giving it a shave. That's a little low spot there. Still got a little bit of working time left, not much. All right. Seems like the first one I did was my best. Ah, well. I'm surprised I still have any working time at all. The way it was stiffening up, I thought I would be done by now, not able to work it at all. But it's cooperating. It's a nice consistency. It really is good to work with. I got lucky on that. Actually, I'm getting a little bit of sag, just a teeny bit here. So that would probably tell me I could have gone with a little bit more silica to get it just a tiny bit thicker. Note to self. Self, next time make it a little thicker. Alright. I think that's all for now. Oh, I'll get that little crack going there. Got enough for that. And it's definitely continues to thicken and harden and get harder to spread. I think the edges are the hardest parts to get. Right there on the very corners. And I don't really have any, well, maybe I do. See if it's still workable. Yeah. That's pretty darn hot. Pretty sticky. Spin this around. I'm doing this little crack right there between the plywood and the corner wood. Now this corner wood that I made, I think that might be a bridge too far for some of you. If your woodworking skills and or capabilities and tools aren't up to the job, I wouldn't recommend it. Alright, this is definitely about done. It is fighting me. Alright, that's going to be good enough. Going to be good enough. Alright, so as I was saying, unless you have a table saw and a router, a good router, 1/2 inch, and a supply of wood, you're not going to find 2x2 dimensional wood in the lumber yard, Lowe's at Home Depot. There's ways to make a plywood box that don't involve everything that I've done. I know I overkill it. I'm an engineer. That's that's what I do. So I'll just leave it to your good decisions as far as how you make everything. But for now, I think I'm done for the first round of fiberglassing, and I'm actually pretty pleased. Pretty pleased. Bye for now.